Hello, my name is Graham Singh. I'm the founder of GTM Academy, where we work with over 35 business owners to help them understand what their next steps in business should be, how they can improve their current stuff. And one of the main things that I wanted to ask you, and one of the things I've been asking myself, is a very important question. And the question is, when will your business die? Okay? When will your business die? And the reason why I find this to be such a powerful question is because I think everyone immediately comes up with like a slightly unique answer, right? Now for me, at the moment, or if you asked me a year ago, when would my business die? I would say my business dies when I die, okay? Like as soon as I die, that's when the business is going to die, right? Now, with everything that's been going on with Hire and Adnan, I think my business dies when me and Adnan die now, okay? And if Adnan, if you're watching this, welcome. You're now part of the legacy of GTM Academy. But the reason why it's an important question to ask is because we get into business because we want to build something that's bigger than us. We want to create something that gives us freedom, okay? Now, if I was to die today, the business itself owns me. I don't own it, yeah? It owns my time. It asks me what to do. Like, it tells me what to do. It tells me, like, this is what I need, right? At the moment, I don't tell the business, like, this is what I want from it, okay? And I think that that's an important distinction to make because ultimately what I want is a business that runs itself. And I can maybe direct the ship. I can maybe point in the right direction. I can maybe, like, help with it. But ultimately, I want it to run itself, yeah? I don't want it to die when I die, right? I want it to continue on after I die, after Adnan dies. Like, I want the business to keep going, right? And I think a lot of people, when they get into business, they stop having this conversation with themselves about where do you see the business going? And because they stop having this conversation of like, when do you want the business to die? And for me, I don't want my business to die ever. Like, I don't want GTM Academy to ever die. I want the GTM Academy to die when what's it called? When the human race literally stops existing. Yeah, that's when I think GTM Academy's had its day, right? But at the moment, to build something like that, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of effort. And I have to get the right people in. I have to build the right systems, the right processes, get everything in order so that I can actually create a business that is going to have that longevity, right? I have to create the systems. I have to create the processes so that I can hire the right people. I have to develop the skills so that I know how to actually lead the business. Like, there's so much that needs to be done. I have to be able to bring in enough revenue so that the business can fund itself, so that it can grow, and so that I can live off it, right? Like, that's how the business needs to go, okay? But I'm so far away from that. And I think by asking yourself the question of like, when will the business die? It really puts it into I'm losing my words today. It really gives context is what I'm trying to say, right? It gives context of what is actually going on within your business. Now, I know that there's a lot of people out there that might watch this video and think, when does my business die? The business die for you might be when you lose motivation, okay? Like, oh, I've lost motivation, I'm not interested, that's it, I'm done. I know for me that's not going to be the case, right? I'm not going to lose motivation for GTM Academy ever, right? Now, alternatively, it might be that your business dies when you run out of funding. Your business dies when people stop viewing your website. Your business dies when the customers that you currently have churn, yeah? Like, there's things that are going to come into your mind of like, that's actually the point of failure. And we have this in engineering, right? Some of you guys might know, I went to Loughborough University, studied a mechanical engineering degree, did a master's in it. And there's something called a breaking point, which is like, that is the point of failure, right? That is when the structure that you have actually breaks. Under a certain load, that's it, right? Like, it's not coming back. It's done. It's broken. You're not going to have the structure that you originally intended it to be, okay? So thinking about that for your business, I think is a really powerful concept because it helps you to understand, well, why should I be focusing my attention? Like, what should I actually be working on? Is it the fact that my point of failure is the lack of consistency that I have within my day-to-day? And because of that, I need to go and build more consistency in my routine because if I don't, the business is going under, okay? Is it the fact that I keep getting distracted by lots of different things? And the fact that I keep getting distracted means that my business is going to fail because I can't stay focused. Yeah? Is it the fact that I don't know how to run paid ads and as a result I'm not getting enough traffic in, which means that I'm never going to be able to grow this thing and I'm just going to burn out doing this thing over and over again? Whatever you see as your point of failure that's probably where you need to go and address it. That's where you need to spend your time and attention, right? Now, this is going to be a short video because I think that question alone is something worth just sitting and reflecting on. When does your business actually die? And then the follow-up question is, when do you want your business to die? Okay? And then the follow-up question on top of that is, what have you got to do to change the death date of your business? Okay? Like, what needs to be in place? What do you need to implement? That's how you build out a business structure in my eyes. Like, that's how you actually build out a plan of like what's gonna like happen. It's the same way that like you build out a health plan. Like, currently, this is like where my health is like failing. This is what's gonna happen if I don't change anything. Like, I'm gonna keep getting fatter. I'm gonna get more out of shape. I don't want this, right? So I actually want to live until I'm 80 instead of 60. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna implement this health plan, which is gonna change the longevity of my life from 60 to 80. Okay, and then you go and execute on that plan, and that's gonna increase the likelihood of you staying and living until you're 80. Yeah. Same thing with business. Yeah. What have you got to do to increase the lifespan of your business? Just that same concept, rewired. But when you start thinking about it, like it's a lot more visual. It's a lot more understandable of like, when's my business actually going to end. Yeah. So that's it from this video. I hope you guys can reflect on this for yourselves and really start to think about, okay, well, when is my business going to die? And what have I got to do to stop it from dying then and dying at a later date or never dying, right? What needs to be in place? What have I got to implement? Yeah. Now, that's it from me. I will catch you guys on the next video, and I hope you guys take a lot from this video too.